Hi first graders, today we're doing lesson 6.3, using stair steps to represent data. So for in-class friends, we would take two volunteers and they would get to pick a number between 1 and 10. And they would jump up and down that many times and we would record the jumps on our math board. For virtual friends, I'm just going to pick two friends. Okay, and we're just going to pretend so that we can learn the same thing. So we have Donald and Winter, and we're going to pretend that Donald jumps 5 times. And that Winter jumps 3 times. Okay, for this you can just watch. You don't have to do this part, okay? So Donald has 5. We're going to put that on the outside here. And Winter has 3. We want to ask ourselves, who jumped more times? Can you tell by looking at the picture? You can also look at the numbers. Who jumped more times? Yep, it was Donald. That means Winter jumped fewer times. Okay, how many more times did Donald jump? Can you see it right here? We have these same. Here's the difference. How many more times did Donald jump? It was 2. Okay, we also want to see how many jumps total between the two of them. How could we figure that out? You're right, we would add Donald's jumps, which was 5, plus Winter's jumps, that was 3, equals how many jumps altogether? You're right, it's 8. Very good. All right, so now you're going to need your math board, which looks like this. And for in-class students, if you have your stair steps, we will use those. And at-home students too, if you have your stair steps. But I know that was from the very first lesson, so if you don't have them anymore, you can't find them, that's okay. We have a way to adapt. So first things first, we're going to label a row on our math grid with your initial. Okay, so we're going to go and do that. So right here, I'm going to put B for Mrs. Badalamenti, and we'll put an S right here for Mrs. Schweitzer. Okay, next we would, if we have the stair steps, you're going to pick up a stair step and put it on your math grid. If you don't have a stair step, you're just going to pick a number between 1 and 10. Okay, so let's say that I picked 6. I'm going to draw 6 circles. 1, 2, 3, well, that's an ugly one. 4, 5, 6. And let's say Mrs. Schweitzer picks the number 2. 1, 2. Okay, so this would be like you and your homework helper. Maybe you pick a number, and then your homework helper picks a number, and then you represent those with the circles. Remember, we're going to put the numbers out here on the side. We want to show how many. Okay, now the next step is to compare. We want to look at our numbers, and so I would say I have 6 dots. And then Mrs. Schweitzer would say, I have 4 fewer dots than you do, because we would compare, and we can see here, these are the same, these are the same. Here we could draw our break apart stick, and this is where the difference is. Okay, this is the difference between our numbers, and I can see right here, 1, 2, 3, 4. That goes in the oval. Okay, so she has 4 fewer dots than I do. Okay, and you could do that a few times, and with a bunch of different numbers between 1 and 10, and compare. The vocabulary we really want to focus on is more and fewer. Okay, then the next step would be making the 2 groups of dots equal. So we can write the equation and talk about how we made these groups equal. So going back to this, what would we have to do to make these groups equal? We could add 4 more dots for Mrs. Schweitzer, or we could take away 4 dots from me. So we also want to look at what that equation would look like. So if we had my dots, which was 6, and we needed to get my total to be the same as Mrs. Schweitzer's, we would take away, oops, it's not letting me take away. I'm going to put it over here, 6, take away 4. Then it would equal 2, just like hers. But if we have her dots, which is 2, we need to give her 4 more dots so that she can have as many as I do. So then the equation would look like this. 2 plus 4 equals 6. Okay, why don't you try that with a few different numbers and then play the video again. All right, then we're going to go to our math workbook. So your math workbook is page 253. Okay, we're looking at Puzzle Penguin. He says, am I correct? So he's counting up the fish with stripes, and he is representing them here. Then he's also counting the fish with spots and representing them here. First, let's make sure that he did that part correctly. Let's count up those fish that have the stripes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we count that there's 8. Let's see what he got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, okay, so he must have had 1 too many. So let's put an X on this, because he counted 1 too many. Let's count the spots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we got 5. Let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good, he did that part right. Okay, so now we have to check his comparisons because we know that he counted wrong, so his answers are probably going to be a little bit off. There are 4 more fish with stripes than spots. There are 4 fewer fish with spots than stripes. Okay, let's do our same. So we draw the lines, same. Now we draw our oval for the difference. Different. How many different? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3. Put the 3 in here. Good. And you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to put the number out here. We had 8 and 5. Perfect. Okay, so now we have to draw it correctly. Okay, so we want to show it in the right way. So we're going to put those stripes, we're going to show 8 circles. And then 5 with spots. Wow. We got 8, we got 5. We got our difference right here. And that's 3. Okay. This is kind of like our unknown, right? So we're going to put that right in our box. We have 3 more fish with stripes than with spots, and 3 fewer fish with spots than stripes. Okay, these numbers are the same because we just switched the words around. All right? All right, let's turn the page. We need to sort the animals into categories of dogs and cats, and we need to record with circles. So you're going to count up how many dogs first. For each dog, you put a circle into the box, and then you're going to put that number out to the side. Then do it again with cats. Let's see what you come up with. All right, I ended up with 7 dogs and 9 cats. So now we have to follow the directions, and it says complete the sentence. Ring the word more or fewer. Okay, so we have to figure out how many more dogs and cats or how many fewer dogs and cats. And we can do that by seeing which ones are the same, like we've been learning in the past. Okay, and the difference is this part right here. The difference is the oval, and how many? There's 2. So we're going to put 2. And we're comparing dogs and cats. So are there more dogs than cats, or are there fewer dogs than cats? Yep, you're right. It's fewer. Awesome. The last thing we have to do is a little bit of fluency for addition. I notice that these are in vertical form, and remember that doesn't change the answer. You're still adding 4 plus 3, and your answer goes down here. Okay? Check for understanding. You don't have to use the stair steps. If you want, you can go back to your math board, and then you're going to compare 9 and 5. So you would do 9 circles on top, 5 circles on the bottom. Check and see which ones are the same, and then find what the difference is between those two. Thank you, friends. See you back here tomorrow.